Well, pour me another cup of coffee. This is the best in the land. I'll put a nickel in that jukebox and play an old truck driving man. Yeah, I think that's on. That's on. Hi there, friends. Crazy Jack here. I'm just going to do a little video. I'll try and keep it as short as I can, but I'm really excited because today I've just finished this one for a new customer, and this one's for a chap called Alex out there on the internet land. And I'm going to say thank you very much for ordering from Crazy Jack, Alex. I hope you're going to like this. Now, let me just tell you about this one. This is one of my standard little cigar boxes. But Alex didn't want the ones with the grill on the front, like, have I got one here? Let me have a look. Yeah, you see there's one. This one's got 2 speakers in it. And it's got the computer grill thing. Stop you poking your fingers in and damaging the speakers. That's a nice one, that one. But this one's, Alex wanted the nice black mesh grill like we got on here. And it's got a 70mm speaker there, so it makes quite a nice loud noise. On the top, we got the usual Crazy Jack controls. We've got an on-off switch. That's that's on. That's off. You do get a little bit of interference if you got your mobile phone on, and that's what I'm filming this on today, because it's got better sound than my my camcorder thing. So I got to get some things sorted out for these videos. Anyway. So when you turn it on, if you got your mobile phone close to it, then it hums a bit, but that's sort of quite normal with amplifiers. What I say is, if you're playing your amplifier, tell your friends not to ring you or text you or whatever else they do it, yeah? Because you don't want that, especially if you're recording stuff like this. Anyway, so you turn your on, that's your on, that's off, that's on, and that's off. I think someone just sent me a message. You got your volume. That's full volume, that's 0 volume, and you got a little LED that tells you when it's on and when it's off. Got a little hum. That'll go away when I put it over here because it won't pick it up so bad. Now, as you can see, black cast iron handle. Your roadies can carry 2 of these. And on the side, we've got guitar in and a speaker out. Now I'm going to demo that today because I don't think I've demoed that here yet. Speaker out, so you can put it into any speaker. And basically, the bigger the speaker cab you put it into, the more volume you get, the more fun you're going to have. But I mean, this is great anyway. Now, and as you can see, there's the serial number stamped into it, CJ015 we've got there. This means I made about 15 of these. I made a few others, prototypes and stuff. And we got the pallet ones, but this is quite nice. I'm quite pleased with this one. Here you got a little box on the bottom. That's where you can put your battery. You got a Duracell in there. That's where you put your battery. Oh, little sandwiches. Whoa! Or you can put sweets in there if you want. Now I put a long lead, so you can take this right out. So no fiddling around trying to get your fingers in there. Bring this right out here. And one little thing to point out, because I'm a recycling kind of guy, the battery clip itself is made of an old battery. Yeah. Yeah, what do you think of that? Now, if you look at your old batteries, see this here Duracell. I found a video on the internet which shows you how to take these things apart safely. Now, I don't recommend you do this at home. I do not. I'll probably put a disclaimer here or there or somewhere. Do not do this at home unless you're an expert like Crazy Jack. So I found a video about how to put these apart. If you take them apart, it's full of little bits and pieces in there. Little single 1.5 volt cells. But it's got this little plastic thing at the top with the 2 terminals. Now, if you take everything away and just use that bit, then you wire it up to some standard wires like this, cover it with a bit of heat shrink, plastic stuff. Don't like using the plastic, but you know, sometimes it's useful. Put a bit of heat shrink around that. You got yourself a battery terminal. Now, the funny thing is, even though it sounds a bit flaky, these are better than your standard little cheap Chinese things you buy. Nothing wrong with China, of course, but that's where they come from. And they're made with very, very thin wire, and they tend to fall apart, or they're not long enough. Well, look at there's plenty of wire on that. See, that's homemade. So I'm going to do a video on making those as well. Anyway, let's pop it back in there because it don't work without a battery. I've also done some 9-volt adapter ones, and I think I might make that standard as well. See, put your battery in there, or your sweets or sandwiches, whatever you want to carry. Close it up like that. Sweet as button in it. Hey, there we go. Okay, so you want to hear it, don't you? Right, first of all, let me tell you about the Telecaster I'm going to play it with. Now, I say this because I've had a couple of people say, oh, it's a really nice sound you got there on that telly, Mark. Jack. And I say, yeah, well, this is a 1998 Fender Mexican telly. Ain't nothing special. It's got a big, chunky neck. You can see I cut my finger. That was with a scalpel. You don't want to do that. So I won't be playing that much. But anyway, someone asked about it, and I said, yeah, well, it's a pretty much a standard Mexican telly, but I reliced a few bits. There's a Crazy Jack relic bridge on there. That's nice. And this is did have standard Fender pickups, but I got me into winding pickups a while ago. And what I see there is CJPU00001. That means pickup 1. Okay, that's the first one around. And I'm going to be talking about winding your own pickups as well, with the way I do it. Now, this pickup has followed me around. I put this in several of my tellies. Whichever one I put it in, I love it. And then when I go and play another one, I think, I wish it had that one. So then I take it out and put it in whatever I'm playing. I'll tell you what, it's sweet. And I'm going to be making these things. And just because I'm in the mood for showing you a few things, I'll show you my pickup winder that I made it with. Yeah, guess what? It's made out of a cigar box. Just like this one too. Yeah. So not only can you make an amplifier, but you can make a pickup winder out of it too. Now, you're looking at this and you can say, yeah, you're crazy, Jack, aren't you? You can't wind pickups with something made out of a cigar box. Well, I can, and I did. Yeah. Right, okay, let me just tell you a little bit about this. I might take the back off. Oh, if I can, it's a bit sticky because I haven't opened this for a long time. There we go. Well, it's blue tacked together. One of the best sealants available. Use it for 101 things. Okay, so inside, we've got a little 12-volt motor. Look at that DC motor, beautiful. And then some gears and cogs and things, and that's pretty much it. You've got a battery compartment just on the amps and some wires. Don't know what they do. Yeah, basically you've got a counter here and a PCW, I think it is. PWM, I don't know. It's a voltage controller because you can't just put a pot onto a motor. Well, I did it once and something funny happened. I think it got a bit hot. So you have to have this special unit here to control the speed of the motor. So basically, you have a 9-volt battery through this to control it. The power going into the motor. The motor turns a little rubber band, turns this wheel up here, turns that shaft there, turns this wheel here. That's where you mount your pickup. Now you see I've put some safety guards on here so no parts go flying off and get in your eyes or anything. And basically once you've made up your bobbin and put your magnets in there, spin her away, then all you got to do is hold your wire and just let it feed in. Should you see if it's still working? I don't think I touched this for about 6 months. Let's have a look. A little bit dusty. So how do we turn it on? There's an on-off switch. That's on. Up. That's off. That's on. That's off. It's still working. So once it's on, then I think, yeah, that's the main start-stop button there. You got this unit on the top, which that's the buttons for the controller thing. Oh, that's the speed. So basically, when I want it to start, I go like that and turn up the speed. And as you can see, look at that. It's a fully functioning, but you can be gentle as you want. Look, I can just leave her spinning away like that if I want. And you can slow it right down just by touching it with your hand like that. Gives you total control, man. It's beautiful. Let's have a quick spin there. Look. Hey! Now you think, okay, a 9-volt battery powered winder, that's going to take about a week to wind a pickup. No, it takes about 10 minutes. 10 minutes. Anyway, that's a beauty, isn't it? And you've got a counter up here as well. Let me see. Here we are. There's a counter. Zero that. Let's wind a few winds. There we go. 30, I think it's 2,200. Well, I can't see. Hey, wait, let me see. That's 108 winds. 108 winds down there. Give it a go. 180, 200. There you go. So that's 200 winds in 20 seconds. Okay, now you want to hear. Okay, sorry about that. My SD card filled up. So, okay, I think I was telling you about this little amp, and I think you've seen all the details, and I just plugged it in, and let's zoom in here a little bit so you can see more of the amp and less of me. And then we turn it on, of course. That's on. Cooley, Texas. On past that Cooley Dam, I saw them on truck wheels a-rolling. I'm on my way to San Antonio. Well, pour me another cup of coffee. This is the best in the land. I'll put a nickel in that jukebox and play that old truck driving man. Now it's on the old, I left it on, I was in the middle of recording on the other pickup, this nice sweet little Crazy Jack, which is kind of soft. But so there you go. Sorry about my cut finger there. Yeah, it's putting me off a bit. Anyway, so there we go. That's the sound of this sweet little amplifier there. Okay, that's starting to hurt a bit. I think it might be a little bit cracked under there. Okay, I better leave it there. Right, folks, so now you've seen the Crazy Jack pickup winder. The Crazy Jack, did I tell you about the jellyfish? I'll have to tell you about the jellyfish. I'll tell you about it now, quickly. Yeah. So the jellyfish, this is my little tiny little amp in a tin of tuna. There's another video about that one. So yeah, showing you a lot of things in this video. There's the jellyfish, the pickup winder, and of course the amp, which is going off to Alex later today. There you go, Alex. I hope you enjoyed that. Sorry I didn't get much time to play, but you know, I cut my finger. Anyway, there we go. So this will be off to you soon. CJ015. You're going to enjoy this. Okay, thanks, my friend, for ordering. And everyone else, take a look on eBay for the listings, because I'm doing these make to order now. So you just put in your order, and I'll go straight out to my shed, start cutting up the pallet wood or the box for this, in this case, and putting it together. Okay, folks, Crazy Jack, over and out. Now, let's see. That's off. This is the best in the land. I'll put a nickel in that jukebox and play that old truck driving man. Folks, Crazy Jack back again. I forgot to show you one thing. So I'll just plug my guitar back in again, because I forgot to show you one thing about these little amps. Now, as you know, they are not competing with Vox and Fender and the little mini amps and all that sort of stuff, and drum machines and widgets. But there's your guitar in there. Okay, one thing these little amps do, what they do, I'll just go and get another lead, is you can plug them into a bigger speaker. Yeah. Now, the biggest speaker in this case is one of my pallet wood amps, okay? But we're not going through the amp on here. It's, you know, it's an amp in its own right. But we're not going through the amp on here. We're going to go straight in the back. I've got speaker in and speaker out. So this one can go into an even bigger speaker. You can have fun with these amps, baby. Right, so we're using the speaker in here, okay? So I plug speaker in there. I'm going to plug the other end of this ear lead. Put that up there on the desk so you see it. That's nice and pretty. Nice and pretty. There's lovely wood in these things. And I'm going to take the other end of that lead out of Alex's CJ015 there. I'm going to turn it on. Oh, yeah, so I got all kinds of things here, my soldering iron, whatever. It's picking up all sorts of interference. Anyway, so now you get the idea. Now we've got this little baby plugged out to the speaker in there. Now this is a 4-inch speaker in there. I can hear the sound. So I can't play much. This whole sticker here is putting me off a bit, but I keep saying I should make a song about Crazy Jack. I'm Crazy Jack, been around the world, coming back, Crazy Jack. I'm Crazy Jack and I'm telling you, one day I'll be back. I can hear the sound of that. And that is the same amp. So Alex, your little amp here is providing all that big noise just because it's got a bigger speaker. Now, everyone says you can put these things through a Marshall 4x12, and I'd maybe do a demo of that one day. I haven't got my 4x12, but I'll get one. So there we go. Yeah, as you can see, we're picking up interference because I got, I'm actually phoning filming on my mobile phone. So all the time I'm filming, this thing here is picking up text messages and you know what. Anyway, so there we go. That's the speaker out function. It's making the windows shake here. What a lovely chord that is. Whoops. Hear the richness of that. Okay, so I'm sorry about the playing, like I said, sticky finger, and it's picking up everything today. I think them aliens must be landing. Anyway, everywhere, any day. Here we go. So there's a big pallet wood speaker, 4-inch thing, coming straight out, using the amp in here. So there you go, you can have a lot of fun with these things. Right, now, that's me again. That's all for today. Thank you again to Alex for ordering this one. It's a beauty in it. I'm very pleased with that one. Right, so you know the deal. I'm on eBay, find me there. Crazy Jack, over and out. Yeah, just turn it off. Well, pour me another cup of coffee. This is the best in the land. I'll put a nickel in that jukebox and play an old truck driver.